Hi everybody. Are you doing enough self-care? Are you taking care of yourself enough? Especially if you're a caregiver or an overgiver or have tended to be a people pleaser in life. I'm just going to share a few ideas about that I hope will help you. One is, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up in the 70s, what I was taught, religion-wise anyway, was put others in front of yourself. I mean, we learned a lot of great things in religion, but one that I think really needs to be updated now is the thing about putting others in front of yourself. I think sometimes that might be true, like in the case of an emergency. God help those people. But I think a lot of us did that to such an extent that we totally felt that self-care or self-love was being selfish, was being greedy, was being cold, and not a person of God. Self-love was looked like being conceited and not quote unquote a holy or virtuous thing. So I think many of us who grew up with that are unlearning that, are trying to unlearn that the last couple of decades, and maybe haven't yet, and are trying to do it now, especially when you're a caregiver, and it tends to be that you do have to seemingly put your loved one ahead of yourself many times, because that's the only way something's going to get done. We could really burn out, and our health can decline because of that old paradigm. I mean, they used to say love one another as you love yourself, but then the as you love yourself part was never discussed. It seemed like that was just understood, like, oh, everybody loves themselves so much that we don't have to tell them about that part. Just help everybody else, sacrifice, and and you'll be okay because you're already taking good care of yourself. Well, I'm sure it was good intentions to help spread love in the world, which we really needed, and maybe a lot of people were like that, where they were being very selfish and not caring about anybody else. And maybe that message really was for those people, if that was the masses. And maybe at different times, maybe even now, we need to hear more about, some people need to hear more about helping others more than just themselves. But I mean, it's a big discussion, and I can see both sides of it as having value. The point is, though, for people like myself and a lot of caregivers, they're so burnt out from putting someone else first, their loved one, that's too much, and they have to take care of their own health and self-care. And self-care could be anything. You could start small with just taking a walk outside when you can. If you have an attendant helping your loved one, try to use that time. As a matter of fact, I even spoke, I'm pretty spiritual more than religious, but I spoke to a priest about that, just sort of on an aside recently about caregiving. And he even told me, he said, the times that you have an attendant with your loved one, if it's a few hours, that's the time you get out and you go take care of yourself. You go do things that uplift you, you do stuff for you. It's very important. So even he was saying that. So I hope this helps those of you who maybe in this situation, or you're overgiving, as my spiritual entrepreneurial mentor shared that term with me. If you're overgiving in your life, maybe you're not a caregiver, but you're helping family and friends a lot, or you always say yes and you never say no when you need your own rest or your own mental clarity, some time for peace, your own little mini retreat, even a vacation. You know, people have needs. Everybody's got a lot of needs, but you do too. And I was just thinking this actually yesterday, and then I saw a Gary V video today about a similar thing. And he's a marketing speaker and multi-millionaire or billionaire. But anyway, he was saying how people are probably most often making decisions of what to do in life based on the opinions of other people in their lives. And I know people do this for me. I do this for them. People do this for me, you know. But again, where's the self-care? The self-care means that you count too. Do unto others as you do unto yourself, or love one another as you love yourself. Let's just remember the love yourself part if you haven't been doing that, because that will give you, in my opinion, greater health and more clarity to positive inspirations from your soul connected to God. You can't really think clearly when you're overwhelmed and stressed because you're not taking time for yourself. So if you want to share any way that you might want to take some care of yourself, do a little self-care, you know, go see a movie, take a walk, spend time with some positive friends. I'm aiming to go dancing tonight outside in the city with friends, and you put on your favorite music, go play a sport, do a craft with or without someone, try something new, a new fun activity. One of my friends is starting to go swimming lately. But and I just have to say also that because I'm feeling better, thank God, because I just started this health program, and it's making me, part of the protocol is to walk or do some kind of light aerobics for an hour a day, and with the community attached to it, you know, some kind of accountability and some kind of like progress points to check out along the way and see how you're making progress with health improvements or weight loss, etc. Anyway, that's giving me a little bit more of a new lease on life. Again, from the self-care, I'm feeling a lot better than I was when I was just trying to distract myself in my apartment by eating snacks or, you know, just scrolling on the internet. It did not help me to feel better or hopeful or clear-minded. So I hope that helps some people out there. You're worth it. You count too. God bless.